Hi, this is Editor Troxel. In this tutorial we're going to continue once again where we left off in the last one, only this time so far we've copied selected video and audio events. Now let's add in generated media and see what we need to do to get all of that properly added in and copied over. We already added generated media in the very first tutorial, but now we want to add whatever generated media is being used in the original project. So let's see how we can do that. So none of this up here has changed. We've still got the leftmost time. Then we're coming in and figuring out where the leftmost time is, and then if nothing was selected, then we pop up the message that nothing was selected and return. Then we create our new project, we use our undo block. All of this is still the same. If we need to add a track, that's all still the same. And so now, here's where the first change comes in. When we look down here, if my track.isVideo, then I need to check to see, is this event.activeTake, is it a generator? Is it a generated media? So we check is generator. And if that is true, now I want to copy generated media. Once again, I'll copy the event over as a video event. We pass it the new project and we pass it the video track. If it is not a media generator, then it is just a standard event, and we will copy it over just like we did in the last tutorial. And then otherwise, if it's audio, we copy the audio. So the big change right here is if this is a generated media, then we need to copy generated media. So let's look at this new routine. So we have our copy video event, our copy audio event, and now we have copy generated media. So we're passing it a video event, which we're just calling event, pass it the project, and pass it the video track, just like we did the other two copies. In this particular case, I need to get the effect, the generator effect, from event.activeTake.media.generator. In other words, what generator am I using? Then we create our string, which is our generator unique ID, and we're going to get that from geffect.plugin.uniqueID. Then just like we did up above, we're going to get set our plugin node equal to null. Then we're going to get our plugin equals myvegas.generators.getChildByUniqueID. And so we're getting our plugin from the unique ID that we got from the current active media generator on the current project. Now we got to switch over to the new project, the hidden project. So media equals media.createInstance. Once again, we're using this create instance to put it in the new project, and we're getting it from the plugin that we just got. Now we're going to get our media stream, and this is all media generators are video, so media type.video. We're going to get the first stream. Now we're going to create a new event, and this new event is in this new project. Once again, we're going to use the event start minus leftmost time. This is our original event in the original project, not the hidden one. So the new one is going to go in event.start minus leftmost time, just like we did up above here and here, so that it will be placed properly toward the left edge. And then we get the event length, and then here we actually need to put event.name, just like we did up here and up here. This should have event.name, and that will copy over the name from the other project. So now track, which is the track in the new hidden project, .events.add this new event, and now we got to create our take. Our take, once again, we're using take.createInstance, which lets us put it in the new project, and we're getting it from the stream that we got above. And now in that new event.takes.add, we're adding this take. So let's check this at this point and see what we get. So here is an actual title. You can see what it says up above. Let's go ahead and select the video event underneath it, and then let's just select a couple of other video and audio events. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 events selected. Now let's open our test project, and you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 events on the timeline. And if we come over here, you will see that our sample text says sample text instead of what it said in the other project. So if we go back to the other project, you can see it said Bocelli Pizza and Pasta Shop, Shelbyville, Tennessee. So we want to actually get the Bocelli Pizza and Pasta Shop copied over as well if we can. So let's see if we can do that. So looking back at our copy generated media routine, here's where we added the take to the new event. Now let's take it a step further. Let's get the effect from the new generated media effect, and this will be the new event.activeTake.media.generator. If both the old effect and the new effect .isOFX, of course, if one is, the other one has to be as well, but if they're both OpenFX, then let's copy all of the effect information from the new to the new generated media effect.ofx effect from the old generated media effect.ofx effect. So we had to create another new routine called copy effect. We're passing in an OFX effect, and we're passed it the new effect and the original effect. So now this is a long routine. So what I want to do is for each OFX parameter, which I just called parm, in the original effect parameters, I got the parameter name and I got the parameter type, which I converted to a string. So now we're using a switch on the parameter type. And so our parameter type is going to be RGB, RGBA, double 2D, so forth, all the way down, choice, boolean, string, custom, and then there are a few other options, like label is one of them, I believe, some other ones that we're not going to deal with, that we don't need to deal with because they don't really hold values. And we're going to do the same thing for each one of these parameters, but we had to have different entries because the type it changes for each one. This was an OFX RGB parameter, OFX RGBA parameter, OFX double parameter, OFX double 2D, double 3D, so forth, integer. Every one of these parameters change. So even though everything is exactly the same, we had to change this type 4 times. So whatever type it is, set P1 equal to the new effect, and then we're looking for that particular parameter, which we got up here from our parm name. And then P2 equals the original effect, so that same parameter. So we're getting that parameter from both the new one and the old one. And then I'm setting the P1 dot value, the new effect value, equals the old effect dot value. So we're going to change each parameter from the old effect to the new effect. And we do that for each type that we have here. So now that we're changing each one of these types based on the original parameters, we're just going through every parameter that it has, so it should change everything. Let's see what happens. So we have the same 5 items selected. And now we open it again. Come over here and check this text, and now we can see it says Bocelli Pizza and Pasta Shop, Shelbyville, Tennessee. So it's been pretty interesting so far. We've been able to create a hidden project, and in that hidden project create video tracks, audio tracks, copy over video events, audio events, and now we've copied over generated media events. And not only have we copied over the generated media event, but we've also copied over all of the parameter settings from the original generated media event to this new hidden generated media event. And then we saved it, and we were able to open it, and it gives us exactly what we had selected. So we're going to continue on in the next tutorial further than what we already have done, and see what else we can change. So like, subscribe, and let's see what else we can copy over.